Welcome humans, and for first-time victims, I'm Mark Luckey, and today we're diving into burnout, that sneaky little monster who is just loving living in the modern day. Burnout in the modern day is a bit like a guest who overstays their welcome at the dinner party, leaves a stack of messy plates in your mind and hasn't even bought a decent bottle of wine. It drains our energy and it leaves us exhausted and feeling rudderless. But here's the kicker with burnout. Not only is it avoidable, but it also holds incredible opportunities for those willing to put in the effort and work consistently. Modern life has blurred the lines between our professional and our personal lives. We're always connected, phones buzzing, and the pressure to perform is higher than ever. Sounds like a recipe for disaster, and sadly for many, it is. So we're going to explore some ways to navigate this chaos, avoid burnout, and even thrive. We'll talk about the power of mental fitness, habit formation, and how you can prepare yourself to perform under pressure. But be warned, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, but stick with me. And not only do we have a roadmap to avoid burnout, but also to transform these challenges into opportunities for growth. So let's do it. Once it kicks in, burnout feels a bit like an insurmountable mountain. The constant tech overload, the unrealistic deadlines, and the pressure to always be on drains the most resilient amongst us. And the hustle culture, especially in India, glorifies this whole thing about busyness, and that leads to unrealistic expectations and deadlines. And in fact, the Microsoft Work Trend Index in 2022 found that 29%, nearly a third, of all workers in India reported increased burnout due to the longer workdays. But were they getting more done? Not a chance. They were working more hours, they were connected more, but they were never so isolated and never so unproductive. And the root cause is the lack of work-life balance, the pressures from management and peers and in our own minds, as well as the incessant reliance on technology. And most importantly, it was our own headset. Because no manager wants you to burn out. They want work done. They know that productivity stems from happiness. So we need to know that we can take control. Because optimism begets optimism. And the first step is that my dogs are trying to kill each other. The first step is recognizing these challenges. The second step is implementing strategies to overcome them. We are what we repeatedly do. So excellence then is not an act or an event, but a series of habits. So if you want productivity, if you want satisfaction and progress, then match the habits that sustain these efforts to get you there. By forming healthy habits, we can start to regain control. So get excellent and make your habits the same.
Burnout isn't just about being tired. It's a state of emotional, physical, and total mental exhaustion. The World Health Organization calls it an occupational phenomenon resulting from chronic workplace stress. And poorly managed stress, well, that's the real culprit. It's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that matters. And the Stoics were saying that a couple of thousand years ago. And we can prepare ourselves to manage stress, and preparing ourselves can make all of the difference. But what also makes a difference is honesty about who we are and how we are in the modern world when it comes to looking after ourselves. I don't have time, or I can't disconnect, or it's just part of the job is bullshit. No work is so important that you should have to suffer for it. Important work does matter. It's just that I think a lot of people spend their time doing unimportant work or fiddling around on their phones. Your call.
So don't think for 1 minute I'm saying don't work so hard or your work isn't important. That's not the message. The message is a question. The question is, why are you working so hard? Or even better, what is the cost of the way you are working? And finally, where is all of this effort actually taking you? And when you understand the question of yourself, you'll connect to this statement by Viktor Frankl, who said that he who has a why to live for can bear with almost any how. We can achieve amazing things above and beyond our dreams if we can sustain the effort. And this sustained effort is not fueled by logic, but by emotion, which is connected to a vision. And the vision is the vision of you, your life, your legacy that you are striving towards. And on the screen, there are a few search terms: Plug them into Google, navigate to the page on my website, and have a go at building your very own vision statement. And when you get it right, it becomes the fuel to drive your most unimaginable dreams. Have a shot.
Physical activity is a powerful tool against burnout. It boosts our mood, it sharpens our focus, and it enhances our overall well-being. Because when we exercise, we're not just building muscle, we're also building mental resilience. And in just about every person I coach, one of their goals revolves around feeling better in their physical body. Because when they do the work, it works, not just by keeping them alive for longer and moving better, but because our bodies, when they get activated, work as chemical factories to heal us, make us feel better, and prepare us for the day. So what can you do? Well, like always, start small. Take regular breaks, get out walking, practice some mindfulness, and prioritize your work tasks. The Eisenhower Matrix is a great tool for this. Separate your tasks into those that are urgent and important and focus on what really matters. Because it's about working smarter and not harder. And by doing this, you're not only preventing burnout, but you're also optimizing your performance in every part of life.
Alrighty. It's scary number time. Chronic burnout said to cost the US economy $300 billion annually in absenteeism, turnover, and diminished productivity. Imagine the innovation we're losing. But these stats don't really cover the human cost, the exhausted mums, the grumpy dads, the ignored kids, because mum and dad are exhausted and grumpy, and they're left to self-educate on TikTok and YouTube. It's about our well-being, our happiness, and our health, and we need to really focus on that. I've been coaching for a while, and I'll share some truths. The work is tough, uncomfortable, and confronting when it comes to changing ourselves. Like sitting here talking to you whilst my manly bits try and run and hide. God, I've been in this ice bath too bloody long. The running and hiding is what most people do when they're faced with challenges. They have the option to complain, play victim, and get back to Candy Crush. But the question is, who are you? Are you a victim that life happens to, or one of the 1% who goes out there and gets done what needs to be done? I'm going to do what needs to be done and get out of this fucking ice bath.
You know I love a bit of stoicism, and so what's good for the hive is good for the bee. Implementing resilience and capacity building programs in the workplace can lead to a 350%, that's right, 350% improvement in employees' mental well-being. Investing in mental health isn't just good for individuals, it's great for business. For example, through the pandemic, I sponsored Paul Taylor's Resilient Mind Quest that for travel agents led to a significantly lower stress level and significantly improved productivity at one of the toughest times in their career. Productivity, happiness, getting things done, that's what employers want. So that is where the spend should be directed.
So, what should you do? Well, what needs to be done? Regardless, first of all, just get started and do something. Find what works for you and integrate that into your daily routine. That could be a mindfulness practice, physical exercise, or even a creative hobby. And opportunities often come disguised as challenges, so embrace them when you see them. Marcus Aurelius said, "The obstacle is the way." And when we shift our perspective, obstacles become opportunities. So for example, for some, remote work, whilst challenging, also offers unprecedented flexibility. So use this to your advantage and design a work-life balance that suits you, and don't be afraid to set boundaries. Why not make your ordinary workday absolutely remarkable?
Alrighty, it's time to prioritize you, because if you don't, no one else will. There's no one coming to save you. So seriously, toughen up a little bit. Don't tune out, but tune in with hyper focus. And start today. Take a cold shower or something even more stupid like this. Practice box breathing or journal just for a few minutes. Yeah, of course, it feels weird. It's new, but the science and the industry titans all say it works. So why wouldn't you do it? Are you saying that you're not worth it? Mark Manson said, "The pain of honest labor becomes the joy of accomplishment." So embrace the discomfort. Push your limits and uncover your true potential. 3 things that you can take away today. Start by writing a vision and find your North Star, your personal compass, and get creative with it. Start designing the life that you want to lead and inspire yourself.
Secondly, look after yourself because no one else will. Schedule regular breaks, exercise, and ensure that you're getting enough sleep. Your body and mind need time to recharge, and no paycheck is worth Alzheimer's, heart attack, and stroke, because that's what happens when we don't look after ourselves. And thirdly, get some help, whether it's a mentor or a coach or a supportive friend. Build a support team and surround yourself with people who encourage you and challenge you. We're social creatures. We're not meant to be alone. And let those people know that you're striving. They'll want to get on board and help you on your journey.
So what you can now do is imagine a life where every day is remarkable. A life where challenges are met with confidence and each day is an opportunity to grow and improve. And that's the power of mental fitness, to not only avoid burnout, but rise above the challenges. So take a step today, because burnout is not inevitable. It's not only avoidable, but can be an opportunity for growth. And by investing in ourselves, by forming healthy habits and seeking support, we can transform not only our professional lives, but ourselves at the core, and the benefit goes to everywhere in our life. You have the power to write your own life story. Why not make it a good one? And until next time, bye for now.